Hello, and welcome back to All For You 91. Today, we are exploring a topic that impacts all of us, gender. But what does gender really mean, and why is it so important to understand? First things first, let's clarify the difference between sex and gender. Sex is biological. It refers to physical characteristics like chromosomes, hormones, and reproductive organs. People are typically assigned male or female at birth based on these traits. However, gender is much broader than biological sex. Gender is a social and cultural concept. It relates to the roles, behaviors, and identities that society deems appropriate for men, women, and others. Historically, gender has been viewed as binary, male and female. Men were often expected to be strong, decisive, and leaders, while women were seen as nurturing, gentle, and caregivers. But in reality, gender is not limited to just these two categories. Many people today identify outside the traditional binary. For example, some people identify as non-binary, meaning they don't see themselves as strictly male or female. Others may identify as gender fluid, meaning their gender identity can change over time. And some people prefer not to identify with any gender at all. Gender identity is deeply personal. It's how someone feels inside and identifies themselves. Gender expression, on the other hand, is how someone outwardly shows their gender through things like clothing, hairstyles, and behaviors. Importantly, people should feel free to express themselves in a way that feels right to them, regardless of societal expectations. Understanding and respecting different gender identities is critical to creating an inclusive world. It's important that we break down stereotypes and stop making assumptions about people based on their appearance or societal roles. Gender is a spectrum, and everyone deserves to be recognized for who they truly are. A few terms you might hear when discussing gender are cisgender, which refers to people whose gender identity matches the sex they were assigned at birth, transgender, where someone's gender identity is different from their assigned sex at birth, and non-binary, which is an umbrella term for people whose gender identity doesn't fit within the traditional categories of male or female. It's essential that we create spaces where people of all genders feel safe, respected, and heard. Whether in schools, workplaces, or at home, understanding gender diversity leads to a more compassionate and inclusive society. So remember, gender is about identity, not biology. It's about how we see ourselves and express who we are. Thank you for watching today's video on All For You 91. If you enjoyed learning with us, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.